Hello, once again, and welcome to another mind blowing episode. In this episode, we shall be considering a topic that is very, very important to us. It is the topic malnutrition. If you actually look at the situation in Africa, especially in Nigeria here, you will see that Nigeria is a country that has a very good arable land that is suitable for agriculture. Yet, we produce a lot of food, but there is serious situation of malnutrition in Nigeria. So today we want to look at what malnutrition is all about, what are some of the causes, and how we can prevent malnutrition. So let's start. What is malnutrition?
Thank you so much. Okay, malnutrition is a condition
Okay.
that occurs when the body
Yes.
does not get the right amount of nutrients.
Yes.
Either it gets little amount of nutrients or
Okay.
too much of nutrients,
Yes.
or there is an imbalance of nutrients like the protein, the carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals. There is a disbalance of those.
So what are the types
nutrients.
of malnutrition?
Okay, malnutrition. We have basically two types of malnutrition.
Okay.
We have the undernutrition
Undernutrition.
and the overnutrition.
What do you mean by undernutrition?
Okay, undernutrition is when an individual
Yes.
does not get the right quantity of nutrients
Yes.
to go through life,
Yes.
to grow. That is, the nutrients their body actually gets
Yes.
is too little
Okay.
for them to grow properly.
Okay.
Yes. And then
What are the challenges? Like, what are some of the symptoms associated with undernutrition?
Yes, in undernutrition, one thing most times to know a person who is undernourished,
Yes.
We have what we call wasting. Wasting means a child that is too thin for their height. This is due to what? Severe food shortage or sudden weight loss. Some children will just lose weight and then they are looking thin, and then they are thin and very tall, just looking thin and weak. Yes, that's wasting. And then we have what we call stunted growth. Stunted growth, that is when a child is too short for their age. You see some children, a person can tell you, I'm 18 years old, but the 18 years old looks like 10 years old child. So that's what we call what? Stunted growth.
when the weight does not measure, you see a child,
Yes.
does not measure up to the age of the person.
Yes.
You see a person, he will tell you that I'm 30 years old. But if you look closer at the person looks like 15 years old.
Like 50. But I want to
15.
ask, 15.
Yes. That's what
Okay.
called stunted
Okay, the
growth.
person might be 30 years, but it looks like a child of 15.
15 years.
Could that not be hereditary? Because we have heard of a case of hereditary.
Yeah,
Does it
sometimes
not play a role?
hereditary
How
kind
can
of
we differentiate if it's hereditary
hereditary
or
kind of
nutritional?
hereditary kind of play a role in that.
Okay.
But for today we're focusing on the nutritional aspects.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, hereditary can play a role
Okay.
because sometimes hereditary can determine how a person's body can
Yes.
actually make use of the nutrients present in
Okay.
food.
Yeah. A person
Yes.
can actually have the gene required for growth, but then if the person does not pay
Eat
attention
to the diet. The person can be stunted in growth. So stunted growth is when a person's physical appearance does not
Okay.
measure up to the age of the person.
Okay.
It means the person is stunted in
Of
growth.
course, we've been taught that there are two conditions required for growth. One is hereditary and one is environmental, which has to do with diets.
The diet, the environment, how clean the environment, because disease can also make people not
Yeah.
grow the way they are supposed to
Of
grow.
course,
Because
true.
once a child who is purgy, always having diarrhea and everything,
Yes.
the body is no longer making use of the right nutrients.
Wow.
So that has to do with environment too.
Are there still other aspects of this undernutrition?
Yeah, under nutrition, it's we have stunted growth.
Yes.
We have
Wasting. You mentioned
wasting,
Yes.
wasting, and then and then micronutrient deficiency.
Micronutrient deficiency. Okay.
You can see malnutrition can also appear in an aspect where you see an individual struggling with sight.
Wow.
It means there is a deficiency of vitamin A.
Vitamin
A, yes.
Okay.
So that is what undernutrition is,
Undernutrition.
and then we'll now come down to what overnutrition is.
Overnutrition, okay.
So malnutrition basically comes in two forms:
Yes.
undernutrition and overnutrition. So most people think malnutrition, you know, when people are insulting each other, they're just talking anyhow. You'll be like, you this malnourished child.
Yes.
So people will feel like malnourished means, you know, you're just looking all stunted, looking, you know, wasted or so. But that's not only what malnutrition has. It's all about, you know. Then this overnutrition is when a person eats too much of the nutrients. Yes, like more than the body requires. That's consuming of maybe carbohydrate food, which can lead to when you consume so much carbohydrate without essential protein and the rest, it can lead to kwashiorkor. You see some people again, they eat too much of energy food, that's still carbohydrate too, which can lead to obesity and diabetes. Yes,
excessive sugar in the blood.
Yeah, excess sugar in the blood, and it can lead to high blood pressure. Yeah, overweight and the rest. That is what we call what overnutrition. You see some of these kids now from very well-to-do homes. You see some of them looking all big, very big, and looking older than their age. Let me use the word older and bigger than their age, bigger than their peers. No, most times that is what we call overnutrition. But it's not like maybe you just see the person and say this person is overnutrition, they're overnourished. I mean, there's some you go out, they carry out what BMI, basal metabolic index, basal metabolic rate, you check the height of the person and weight, and so many things like that. But just by mere looking at the person, you can tell if the person is overweight, is undernourished or overnourished.
We actually want to look at why is malnutrition prevalent in Africa, especially Nigeria as a place to.
Yeah.
Why?
The reason, for this part of the world, Nigeria.
Yes.
As you can see, there's inflation presently in food prices. Yes. And so I would say inflation has more impact on this malnutrition case in this country, because food prices have really gone up. Like a mudu of beans being 1.5, because in this part of the world, mostly where we actually get our little protein, although protein beans has quite substantial amount of protein in it. Yes, so and that is more like the easiest food you can actually get protein from this part of the world. Eggs now are very expensive, very expensive too. So most middle class households cannot even afford the eggs themselves. That is a problem. So inflation is a major factor, because as food prices is going up, people are just concerned about what quantity other than quality. It's just to fill up the stomach. Your food, that is all that matters to everybody. It doesn't, they don't care about the quality of what they are eating. Is it balanced? Is it okay? So inflation is number one factor that contributes to this malnutrition in this particular world. So another factor is illiteracy. Yes, most people, you tell them, you ate carbohydrate in the morning, you are still eating carbohydrate in the afternoon. You're not combining, you're not eating fruit, you're not eating vegetables and all that. You just tell you, what does that one have to do? That one does not satisfy me, it doesn't fill my stomach, it is this. So most times it's lack of knowledge. Yes, not knowing the right food choices to go for, for a particular age. For children, they have their different diets. For adults, just people don't just have the knowledge of the food they should select. So another thing that could be a contributing factor to this malnutrition in this part of the world is I would say overpopulation. Yes, overpopulation. The food supply system, cannot actually go around the population we have. Yes, like the population is more than what is being supplied. What is going into the market?
Population growth
and food supply. Yes, that's another reason. Population is increasing, but the food supply is reducing. There's a lot of another thing again is this farmers and headers clashes in most of this part of the
insecurity issues.
Yes, insecurity issues.
It has actually exacerbated this issue of malnutrition.
Yes, through inflation too, because it's contributed to inflation.
Can also spike the level of inflation.
Yes. So most products are being destroyed. And then another thing again, lack of infrastructure. Some of these farm produce, nothing to actually process them into something, preserve them, so that they can be available.
It's true.
For
the warehouse,
for people's consumption. So those are some of the reasons, although there are other contributing factors to this malnutrition in this part of the world.
Now, these issues of malnutrition, is it because most of the thing you mentioned, these deficiency symptoms, they are most prevalent among underage? What about people who are adults? Are there some of the nutrient deficiency that they also encounter at the stage of their life?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not only children that can be malnourished.
Okay. Yes.
Adults can be malnourished.
Okay.
You can see an adult that is obese. Obese adults.
Of course.
Yes, that is what we call what? Overnutrition.
Overnutrition.
Yes. And then you can also see adults too. Have you ever met some adults and then you'll be like, maybe he's a child or so? But once they mention their age, you feel surprised.
Yeah.
But sometimes some of these factors actually started from childhood. When the diet was not properly monitored.
Because growth has stage.
Yes, that stage
is stage where you can no longer grow again.
You can't.
Someone who is already up to maybe 18, the level of growth would reduce.
Yeah, it may not grow as fast as. That's why you see children can eat like 7 times a day.
Yes.
Yeah, because they are still growing, they are developing, their body just need that thing, those nutrients to just keep growing. But if those things are just neglected, it may affect the child's adulthood. Yes. You may think, okay, the child is still 10 years old, don't worry, the child will grow and all that. You don't know that because I missed it from when the child, most of this malnutrition in children start from when the child has just been weaned.
Yes.
Like, okay, either a child just be weaned or the child is just 6 months old and then they need to introduce complementary food to the child because breast milk can no longer sustain that child. So once you introduce complementary food and what you're introducing does not have the right nutrient capacity to actually sustain that child, that is where the problem starts from.
Okay.
The child will not develop well as other children that are eating balanced diet. If you notice in this part of the world, the major food that is consumed in this part of the world is carbohydrates. Once a child is weaned, or they want to introduce complementary food to a child that is just 6 months old, they just start feeding the child with pap.
Yes.
Pap, which does not have the right amounts of protein in it. All the vitamins are not present, although present in very little amount, which will still be sometimes washed away with water because pap will definitely be soaked inside water and all that. So the main thing the child is getting from that food is carbohydrates. Carbohydrate, and they need good nutrients to actually grow properly, to develop properly, and then measure up to their age mates.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, at this point, we have delved into the main point in the video in this topic. As far as this topic is concerned, we would be rounding up this episode, but I want you to actually talk to us, our viewers. What should be their take from this video?
Okay.
Yeah.
Your take home from
just
this.
a summary of what you have seen so far.
Your take home from this video is that just know, although the country may just be somehow presently, but with the little food items that we have around us, you can still eat something healthy. Can make something healthy for your family. Like we have a lot of grains, although most of the grains are carbohydrates, but we have another one that is soybean. Soybean is rich in almost all essential amino acids. Amino acids of protein. So you can incorporate soybean into your diet. Even if you are a person who doesn't really like soybean or not and all that, but for your health's sake, just introduce it and incorporate it. And then for your children, your babies that you're just weaning, or maybe you want to introduce complementary food too, you can, you know, get some of this what is it called? There are food for babies once they are 6 months old. Those ones have been formulated already, have the right amount of nutrients, the protein, everything has been formulated according to their age. So you can just try, get that and be feeding your child with it, and then you can just follow up with a little pap too, sometimes, but make sure that your children get the right amount of nutrients. And yeah, I would advise again that we should reduce the way we eat a particular food. Yes. You see somebody just mouth up rice. It's only rice that's in the plate. Then you're just eating rice. That's bad. It's not good. You can just, with your rice, you can add your vegetables to it, like your first sauce. You can put it by the side to help you. Yes. And then with an egg, although, but however expensive things are, let's just know that our health is the first thing. Yeah, it's first.
So the summary of this is that your health is the first thing.
Is the first in everything you're doing.
When you eat, don't just eat to satisfy your stomach. Take cognizance of your health.
Yeah.
Because your health is wealth.
Yeah.
We have made this video to answer questions, but it is possible that there are still questions that are not answered yet. Don't forget to drop it in the comment section, and if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe. Like and share this video so that others also will have the opportunity to come across this video to also learn. We have come to the end. See you in another episode.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.